Our goal is to get this the most difficult place to play. Our style of play, I think, will create that and dictate that situation. All we have to do is start getting them in here.
Gary Waters has what he wants, a rockin' rack. The Lewis Brown Athletic Center, Syracuse, Rutgers. Center in Piscataway, New Jersey. It's Big East basketball on a Saturday night. The 10th-ranked Syracuse Orangemen and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Hi, everybody. Mike Crispino, Jim Spinarco. This Rutgers team, Jim, 2 wins over top 25 teams. They'd like to make it 3 in a row tonight, and they may catch a break. Preston Shumpert's still hurting with that eye problem.
They've had some problems rebounding the basketball over the last 4 games, and clearly Shumpert has been a problem for them with his eye problem. If we go back to last year's Big East semifinal game against Pitt, that's when he originally hurt himself with the eye. It has carried over to this year. It flares up on him. It recently has gotten infected. So one of the key components tonight is here's a guy who leads them in scoring at about 20 points per game. He shoots it at about a 46% clip. Monday night against Georgetown, he had some problems, though. He played 19 minutes, only 3 points. Actually didn't play much at all in the second half.
He'll wear those protective glasses tonight, will Preston Shumpert, as he takes on Rutgers Scarlet Knights, led by Jerome Coleman and Rashad Kent. 2 men who helped author an upset over Connecticut just a few days ago right here at the rack. They'll try to make it 2 in a row over top 25s when we return. Welcome back to the rack. A look at the starting lineup. Preston Shumpert, despite the eye troubles, in the lineup. Flint Twaney, Forth, Williams, and Theus for Syracuse. Rashad Kent, Shields, Dabney, Coleman, Sherrod for Rutgers. This is the 34th time that these two have met in their history. It began 1929. Syracuse has dominated 26-7. Rutgers, though, establishing Jim a home court advantage this year at 10-1.
Like I was here this week when they played Connecticut, beat Connecticut, and this place tonight should be, they should try to duplicate this with the fans. They'll be up for this one, I'm sure.
A sold-out crowd, as Jim Boeheim has seen a lot of this. Animosity on the road. His team has played in difficult situations many times over those 26 years. 74% of the time they have come out as winners overall for Jim Boeheim. And right now, just 2 losses in the conference as they come in. Ranked 10th in the land. And there's Gary Waters, who's trying to establish a new tradition. 5 years at Kent State, the Mid-America Conference Coach of the Year in '98. 15th coach in Rutgers history. Rashad Kent will jump it up against Craig Forth, the freshman for Syracuse. And we're underway. Deshaun Williams picks up the opening tip. And Theus will handle it from the point guard position. Here's Shumpert, being guarded by Mike Sherrod. Shumpert's shot partially deflected by Sherrod, and Rutgers has their first block shot of the day.
And the fans are going to take that as just a clean air ball, too, Mike. They're going to react to that and get all over Shumpert. I bet they try to ride him as Syracuse comes out in their 2-3 zone. They're pretty active and big on the perimeters.
Down low it goes, kicked out for a 3-pointer, rolled in and out. Rashad Kent got after it, hustles, keeps it alive. And it's knocked out of bounds by Craig Forth.
Not only did Kent get on the floor to go after the basketball just then, he stayed on the floor for Gary Waters and went after it while on the floor twice or 3 times. Pretty good effort.
This Rutgers team held Connecticut to 36% shooting on Wednesday night. Connecticut had been shooting at near 50%, best in the Big East and one of the top shooting teams in the country. Dabney down low to Kent. He is fouled.
Nice high-low action there by Dabney. When you look at a 2-3 zone, the middle of the floor, the foul line area is generally a spot if you can get a cutter going through there. And Jim Boeheim's squad, you'll see here, the opening comes here. Then the big guys come up front. Forth will come up, but too late on the baseline rotation. Nice high-low action there with Kent, who has a big body, as that shot right there will show us.
but he has some problems at the free throw line.
Rashad Kent has gotten to the free throw line 136 times this year. He's made only 49. That, by my amateur calculation, is 36%.
And he has had some problems. The other night against Connecticut, he had some problems there also.
It was interesting watching Anthony Mason the other night for Milwaukee's Bucks against New Jersey shooting free throws. Lots of troubles for him as they beat the break. Forth got fouled as he tried to jam it in, but Mason attempting a new form of shooting free throws, and it was helping him, so maybe Rashad Kent has to think about that.
Work on a couple of different moves at the free throw line. Nice job, though, by Syracuse attacking. That's one of the things Rutgers did pretty well against UConn on the other evening. You see they go over the top and go long, and there's the grab across the hand by Dabney. But Syracuse going after it and really attacking that Rutgers full court pressure.
Craig Forth from East Greenbush, New York, and he gets the second one to fall. He's averaging 5 points, 4 rebounds in his freshman season for Jim Boeheim. 1-0 lead, and another whistle blows. Rutgers had a lot of difficulty at Syracuse in the first meeting against the zone. They were routed in that game, lost by 21 points. So it'll be interesting to see how they attack it here. The shot tipped up twice. Dabney came up with it. Down low, he put it up. It's blocked. Craig Forth comes up with it. So Syracuse mixing it up early down low. Kick out to Dewaney, and the corner jump is no good. Off of Craig Forth, it'll be Rutgers ball.
A minute and a half deep, both teams trying to find the rhythm at the offensive end. When you reference that first game these two teams met also, Mike, one of the problems that Rutgers has with the number 28 as in turnovers. I mean, I would not expect them to turn the basketball over that many times on their home floor.
That's almost half as many times as they handled the ball on that night. Way downtown, long three, back rim. Kent had position, put it back up, and missed it. Here's Shumpert in the open court. Kicking to Williams. Williams drives, misses. Theus goes to the basket and banks it home.
And nice use of the dribble just then by Theus. So about 8 feet away, he gathered in the rebound to get his momentum going right back at it. One quick dribble and explode to the hoop to finish it off.
James Theus, the sophomore from Detroit, Michigan. As Rutgers has yet to make a field goal, and now they're 0 for 6 as that one came from about 25 feet away.
One of the things they did well against Connecticut, they did not settle for long shots, and here they're settling a little bit.
Dewaney bangs it off the glass, rebounded, and taken away by Rutgers. Here they come, Mike Sherrod with it.
Pretty good balance just then by Syracuse. There's the open middle of the floor for Dabney again. They just can't knock one down.
Early 3-0 lead for the Orange. Here's Deshaun Williams going to the basket, but his shot was blocked by Jerome Coleman.
Well, Rutgers are trying to get the fans involved early, but when you're throwing up a goose egg in your own building, you have some problems. Here's the defensive collapse, though. Defensively, you see Williams going to the basket and Coleman from behind with the swipe block.
Shumpert beats his man on the inbound, banks it home. What a shot by Preston Shumpert.
Always tricky going to the basket. A good cut from the out-of-bounds play. You never want to see that cut go towards the basket, though, if you're defending there.
5-0 Syracuse. A turnover, and the Orange have it, taken back by Rutgers.
A double dribble at half court, though, Mike, by Lamanzana.
Hervé Lamanzana, the St. Patrick's product, sophomore. 5-0 Syracuse, just underway, 3 minutes gone. Here's Craig Forth on the baseline, turns, hooks, no good, got the rebound.
Lamanzana turned to rebound with him.
And Dewaney knocks down a three. Syracuse off to an 8-0 lead.
And Gary Waters is going to call some timeout on the short version just to get the message through to his guys. Really nothing happening at the offensive end of the floor for them. And when you're not knocking them back, you have some problems. And he's going to talk things over to try to ignite them a little bit. Here's Forth with that jump hook. and then they go off the offensive glass, and Fourth makes something happen because La Manzana does not pick him up and block him out. And then from the long range, Duane knocks it back.
Maybe a little nerves here for Rutgers after the victory that got a lot of people's attention against Connecticut. Last four, we talked about the rebounding troubles of Syracuse.
Yeah, look at these numbers. This is the offensive glass where they've been out-rebounded. If you look at the bottom, it totals it up 72 to 22 over the last four. Well, I'll tell you, they had some problems, especially at Tennessee with the 22 to 3 discrepancy. So an offensive rebound just then for Syracuse pays dividends, and they're going to sit in that 2-3 zone, and they don't sit back. They come out and attack too.
Rutgers has missed all 8 of their field goal attempts. Aggressive zone played by the Orange. Driving down low, putting it up, and a nice shot right there from rookie Shields, the freshman. First basket for the Scarlet Knights.
And a collective gasp by everybody in the building who's wearing a red and white shirt to see something go through their net.
Deshaun Williams has it taken away as Ricky Shields stole it.
Now it's important for Rutgers to make sure they get a good shot.
Alanzana thought about it.
He may be able to enter the ball directly to Kent also occasionally right in the middle.
They go over the defense to Rashad Kent.
They can swing it to the wing and get him in there because he's good at holding people off also, and they can do that from the top of the key to the middle of the floor because the middle of the floor is wide open against 2-3 zones. Good kick save there by La Manzana, no call though.
Races on, Theus let it go, and it'll be Syracuse ball. There's timeout on the court. Jim Boeheim and the Orange with a 4-point lead early on at Rutgers. Back at the rack where Rutgers fans have the headbands going and the wigs. Syracuse with a 4-point lead. Mike Crispino along with Jim Spinarkle. The place is rocking. It's sold out. Jerome Coleman had 25 against Syracuse the first time and a career-high 26 against Connecticut just the other day, so he is really coming on strong.
He really is, and controlled most of the tempo against Connecticut with a big win here on this floor the other night, Wednesday night. Good break by the Cuse.
Deshaun Williams rejected by Rashad Kent.
Well, they're not afraid to go in and attack this full court pressure that Rutgers throwing at them. They've actually got some good drives to the basket, but watch Kent get into the play, and if you have a guy like Coleman helping you out, it makes the second guy more effective for the block.
Fourth down low to Duane, a two-hand slam.
Good crisscross there by Syracuse, thrown at the fourth, and that's the same type of maneuver that Rutgers had some success against Syracuse with. Go to the top of the key, go to the foul line area, and then look for the post.
Clef Duane has 5 to lead the way early on.
Right, if you look right now, you see the Big East on the floor in the foul lane. There's a big wide opening in there. Rutgers has to get somebody there.
And Duane steps in, nearly stole it, and forces a turnover. So Rutgers not handling the zone pressure right now of Syracuse.
That's probably going to be a number based on the first game they played. Worth repeating again. They had 28 turnovers in that game, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. And on cue, we get the 3 that they have, so they've not been too damaging because Syracuse hasn't been able to go out and get the easy bucket on them.
Orange by 6. Shumpert flaring across the lane. Kick back to Sean Williams, not Duane. James Theus to go down to 4th. Syracuse showing some good patience on the offensive end. 10 to shoot.
Rutgers will D up. They'll play the D for a while.
Shumpert missed it. Solid defense by the Scarlet Knights. Here's Mike Sherrod pushing hard. Kicks to Kent. And that's going to be goaltending as Craig Forth got up just a little late.
And I think that's a good no call also for Kent going towards the basket aggressively. Jim Boeheim doesn't agree with me, but Rutgers comes down the floor. So he's got the position there. I think the college game has to move that out a little bit from underneath the basket. Give it 2 or 3 feet out like the next level up does.
A whistle here, and that's a foul called on Mike Sherrod. That's his first.
Rutgers foul, number 3, Mike Sherrod, his first.
Second on the team. I agree with you. They need to get a line in there just to keep players from the down low area from creating too much contact.
And plus, it's safer for the players. You know exactly where you're supposed to be on the floor. In the college game, you can stand virtually underneath the basket and get away with the charge, which the officials, that's the rule, so they're right in calling it, but I don't agree with it.
Delaney gets loose again, and he knocks down another three. So Queth Delaney, who averages 14 a game, the junior from Bloomington, Indiana, has 8.
And he knocks him back at about 42% from the stripe out there, so Rutgers has to do a better job of finding him.
These are two of the better teams in the Big East at defending against the three. Rutgers is 5th best, Syracuse 6th best. But Delaney's been able to hit a couple of them and give Syracuse a 7-point lead. Deshaun Williams, tough shot, banked it home.
Well, Syracuse came into this building very, very confident. Jim Boeheim has them well prepared. Nice job by Forth again.
Here's Delaney. Ahead to Theus. Corner to Williams. Thought about it. Now he backs it up. Delaney being guarded by Mike Sherrod. Long range. Deshaun Williams drains a three.
Well, the Cuse comes out, as I touched on, very comfortable. And one of the things you mentioned a moment ago, Mike, they are very patient, using enough shot clock to make sure they do not force up a quick one, but they're getting a lot of guys involved touching the basketball.
18-6 is the count right now. Outside jumper for three, and that one goes in from Jerome Coleman, and he's on the scoreboard.
Good work just then by Rutgers, counterbalancing, reacting to the zone again, get it down, double team, kick it out.
Theus to Williams, high arcing three, what a rainbow.
Not only that, but how about the fall away version too? Long high arcing shot, but drifting away from the defender and the basket, knocking it back. Man, are they really cooking now?
Amanzana goes to the basket, blocked by Forth. Here's Williams, Theus running the break. Goes in left-handed, missed the shot.
Pretty good outlet pass just then.
Amanzana to Rashad Kent.
And you come down the floor and you make an opportunity. Syracuse missing their layup. Rutgers really, I think, wants to push the ball a little bit in spots. That's what they did against UConn the other night. They didn't want to go up and down with UConn, though.
Deshaun Williams to Craig. Rejected by Lamazana.
Great answer.
Back comes RU, and that time the drive to the basket by Ricky Shields draws the whistle.
Yeah, Ricky Shields coming down the floor, but it's the defense of Gary Waters' club. That's one of the MOs for him with his style of play. Get the defense going, get them reacting defensively, and that'll make life at the offensive end much easier.
10-point lead, and Ricky Shields goes to the line. Shields averages 11 points. Again, he misses the first. Waters, by the way, according to collegeinsider.com, Jim, one of the best dressed of the college coaches. Rick Pitino, Tuffy Smith, John Calipari, and Gary Waters.
We didn't make that list.
No. I thought you might be...
Just coaches.
You might be top 5 among broadcasters, but... So Ricky Shields, 1 of 2. Syracuse with an early lead, 21-12. 11-10 remaining in the first half. From the rack, Deshaun Williams is off to a great start. He and Delaney lead the way. We'll return in a moment. Mike Crispino, Jim Spinarkle at Rutgers tonight for 10th-ranked Syracuse, who lead 21-12 with 11-10 remaining in the first. Lamazana had 5 blocks against Connecticut, 33 in the 8 Big East games he's played this year.
It was a nice battle against Connecticut with his blocks and Emeka Okafor with his blocks. Both of those guys came out with the bounce in their legs, and they really were timing blocks very nicely the other night.
Safe to say it wasn't much fun for the offense, as that one went right through Billy Selig's hands.
Once again, Syracuse goes over the top effectively. Jim Boeheim, you saw him just then for a second clapping, so he was encouraged by the way they attacked. Just have to remember to catch the basketball. It's a simple thing, but it helps in this game.
Joel Wiggin has checked in. Where's number 13? Columbus High School, New York. That's Mike Sherrod. Where's number 3? On with Lamazana. Long range 3. Rims in and out. Ball is loose. Picked up on the baseline, finally, by Syracuse. Here comes Dewaney. Josh Pace is checked in. He's a 6'6" freshman for Syracuse. Where's number 5?
And Shumpert's giving Syracuse the minutes, so you got to tip your hat to him for playing with the goggles, the sunglasses, but really not much effectiveness in the offensive flow so far.
That Shumpert's long-range 3 is no good. Rebounded by Wigan, who's running the break. Taken away from him by Pace. 2-on-1 for the Orange. Theus missed the layup. And there's a stoppage in play as Rutgers was running up on a fast break. One of the officials saw something perhaps with the clock.
Yeah, but the fans reacted quickly because, as you touched on, Mike, they had a little opportunity with the odd man break coming down the floor. The fans react pretty quickly here. They are noisy and knowledgeable in this building. Here we go with Theus passing to Shumpert. Does it look like he's really shooting the ball smoothly and confidently and cleanly? No, and that's not a knock on him because with the goggles on, the sunglass type goggles, very difficult with the depth perception. This is a difficult game to play if you have a problem with your eyes.
Well, Shumpert told me before the game the glasses are tinted to help with the bright lights. That's the problem indoors. A shot is put up and a foul called on Selick. And Mike Sherrod will get 2 chances at the free throw line.
Syracuse foul number 35. Billy Sigelok his first. Yardsman's fourth team foul.
So Sherrod will get 2 free throws.
Mike Sherrod on the line for Rutgers, shooting 2.
Sherrod has the first. Those are his first points of the night. Now, let's take a moment to thank our corporate partner, Cooper Tire. Proud to be the official tire of the Big East Conference. Cooper Tires, drive on. Sherrod misses the second, taken away by Pace. Here's Theus on the run. To Dewaney. Cross court to Shumpert. Baseline jump for Preston Shumpert. That's off target. Rebounded again by Rutgers. Going hard to the goal, laying it up and in. He went coast to coast, Jerome Coleman.
When they come right out, Coleman with a little reach around. But that last trip down the floor for Rutgers, a good one, explosive coming down the floor. And Shumpert at the other end, that's the type of shot you would think against Gary Waters' squad that he might have hit. But here comes Coleman right at us. Quick cross, and watch him keep the ball away from the defender, Theus, and puts the basketball right in. Good, strong drive, although he did pick up the foul right after that play.
Jim Boeheim encouraging Preston Shumpert. Keep shooting. Shumpert kicks to Dewaney. He's hit a couple from there. That time he misses badly. Rebounded by Rutgers. Here's Sherrod. Goes all the way to the basket. Rejected by James Theus. The Orange back the other way. It's racehorse basketball right now. Here's Selick down low. Turns, shoots, misses. Rebounded and put back by Josh Pace.
And one of the things Syracuse has been doing well, and as we touched on, the last 4 games, they've not been rebounding real well in the offensive end, but they're around the glass this evening, albeit a couple of the shots they've gotten have not been good ones, but they've been there to get the second opportunities.
Baseline jump is good from Ricky Shields. Shields now has 5. Rutgers within 6. Here's Theus. Great penetration. Threw up an air ball left-handed.
Everything but the move down to the finish.
Sherrod kicking outside. Long-range 3. No good. Rebounded by Shumpert. That one came off the hands of Ricky Shields. Dewaney on the baseline. A battle on the boards, and it's going to be Rutgers ball.
Well, the pace has been furious up and down. Not very effective.
Under 8 minutes remaining. Syracuse by 6.
Hungry?
Mike Crispino, Jim Spanarkel in a sold-out house at the Rack. Time now for the Hyundai game summary with 7:52 left in the first. Syracuse by 6. They've done it from behind the arc. Held their own on the offensive glass, and Preston Shumpert troubled with an eye problem. 1 of 5 5 so far.
And you look at the number for Rutgers, they're 1 of 7 from long range of three-point shooting. It's when they start knocking back those long-range shots that they get a lot of people involved. You see Shumpert taking the glasses and readjusting and getting ready. Difficult thing. I mean, it's one thing to have the eye problem. I'd like to see 9 other guys wear those glasses and play, to make it fair for them without the eye injuries.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be funny. It'd be fun, though, to see how well you can shoot with glasses indoors.
For the viewers at home, try it tomorrow. Grab a basketball, put some sunglasses on, and shoot the ball.
Oh! Knocking down a 3-ball. Joel Wiggins.
And that's what gets the fans in this building pumped up with this team. They knock back some long-range shots, and all of a sudden the defense picks up also.
Rutgers is 12th in the conference in three-point shooting, and Deshaun Williams turned it over.
Good effort by Shields along the baseline just then, and Jim Boeheim all of a sudden realizing he's up there trying to settle his guys down because the fans at RU have put on the red shirts, and they're here tonight ready to go.
23-20. Rutgers was down big early, 8-0, and they turned it over right there. That was an unforced error. Josh Pace pulls up, kicks to Williams in the corner, hit the side of the basket with nobody on him. On the break, going all the way for the layup, Ricky Shields.
Beautiful, strong outlet pass by Kent, triggered that, and Shields buried that ball on his right hip as he went to the basket to avoid the pick. Here we go.
13-2 run. Josh Pace in traffic, rims in and out, got it back. Down low to Shumpert, and Shumpert puts it back.
Looks like Pace is hurt on the left corner underneath their basket. Took a shot to the face.
That's what happens sometimes when the little men go down low, and Pace got hit. Made a nice dish to Shumpert, who's got 4.
Another player for Jim Boeheim appearing to be holding his eye. He goes through the lane, and what happens there a lot is as you see him come down with his reaction. Zanny or Coleman, one of those two, swiping at the basketball accidentally. What happens when you're driving through the middle like that, a lot of guys are moving their hands and their fingers, and next thing you know, you get a little scratch across the face.
Syracuse led by 12 earlier in the first half at 18-6. Right now they're up by 3.
There's the middle of the floor.
Down low, back outside, Wiggin in traffic. Oh, what a tough shot.
See, if you're willing to use the middle of the floor against the zone, it might collapse on you, but you have to be smart and shrewd enough to be able to kick it out of there. To get it in there gets the defense collapsing.
Shumpert last second gave it up to Dewaney. Here's 4th. Back to Dewaney. And there's a battle going on down on the low blocks. And Jerome Coleman's called for a personal foul.
Coleman down low, about 6'2", giving up some size to Shumpert at 6'6". And Shumpert pretty smart because he's using that size advantage to get down low and try to post up and try to get the ball close rather than far.
Rashad Kent has the miss. Rutgers can take a lead. They haven't had one of those in the first half. Here's Lamazana. Oh, he kicked it to Rashad Kent. And Kent was thinking shot because both men were open.
See, if I'm Gary Waters, though, right there, you don't want to see a turnover, a little miscommunication, but tells me something right there. Free throw lane is open. Kent can post up. Maybe you go back to the well a couple of times.
Scarlet Knights started missing their first 8. They're 10 of 15 since, and they are winning the battle under the boards right now.
Kent went up and got that defensive deflection just then. I thought that was over his head. I think Syracuse did too.
In traffic, another turnover. Syracuse defense takes it away. Here's Dewaney. Got a man. It's Deshaun Williams on the alley-oop.
Syracuse taking advantage of the turnovers. That's when you leave your feet, everybody on your own team. Rutgers having trouble reacting because you flip yourself up into the air. It's a bad turnover, and that's where the opposition usually will come down and attack very quickly. There's the upstairs delivery. Duane going upstairs. William following the track of the basketball and putting it away. One of the few times Rutgers has been late getting back on defense, and that's because they did not know what was going to happen at the offensive end. Not real good balance that trip.
Deshaun Williams has 10 tonight. He averages 18. Big day in the Big East. Georgetown defeated West Virginia 84-77. Earlier today, Providence defeats Boston College. The Eagles struggling 64-61 at Providence. And Pittsburgh continues their solid play with a 12-point win over the Cats in Pittsburgh.
Amazing, and you have a great game tonight. Connecticut and Miami. And how about might be you added it up before the game? Would you say 8 teams within one game of 500 in this conference with 500 records? I mean, that's remarkable, the balance.
It's anybody's conference, really. I mean, that's an understatement. But we're halfway through, and another steal by the Orange. They've done a good job in the zone.
They really have, and they've got nice controlled breaks too.
That's Deshaun Williams for 3.
Gary Waters frustrated at his end with the turnovers, and Jim Boeheim at the other end has to be very happy with the way his team is collapsing, getting the steals, and really controlling the tempo of their fast breaks for the spot-ups in a delayed fashion.
That's 5 3-point field goals for Syracuse. 3 of them coming from Deshaun Williams. Amazana thought about it. Back outside of Sherrod, cutting through, had it taken away from him, and off his knee. So the Syracuse defense stiffening up again. 9th turnover of the first half for Rutgers. Under 4 minutes remaining. The Orange 30, the Scarlet Knights 24. Will return in a moment. Along with Jim Spanarkel, Mike Crispino here at Rutgers as Josh Pace heads to the Syracuse locker room. He took a shot to the face under the basket, so Jim Boeheim will be shorthanded for the final 3:56 of this first half. He and Bernie Fine there on the bench. For Syracuse, it comes in 17-5. And in conference play, 6-2, second best record of any team. Connecticut at 6-1 as they go to Miami tonight. We just showed you that. Into the game, Warwick for the Cuse, and that's Shumpert missing again, so he's had a tough night.
Trying to get himself a little closer to the basket. The post-up play, make it a little easier to get some shots off and not think too much, get a quick catch-and-go type move.
Hakeem Warwick, there's number 1 who play in the back of that 2-3 zone. Craig Forth is back in, Preston Shumpert. Front Theus and Williams. Sherrod front rims. Kent couldn't come up with it, but it will be Rutgers ball.
Kent continues to work against that offensive glass. Other than his free throw shooting numbers, his percentages in other areas and his stats across the board have been terrific for his career at Rutgers.
Substitution for Gary Waters. Jason McCoy sits down. Back in the game, Ricky Shields. Well, Kent's got 8 rebounds tonight. He leads the conference with 10 a game. So he's back at doing the dirty work. And another steal.
Well, for Kent, the key is not to pick up the needless foul. Occasionally he'll reach. Uh-oh, nobody's watching.
Theus goes all the way to the bucket. Rebounded by the Cuse. And here's Shumpert to Williams. Goes hard to the basket. In some traffic, rebounded by Rutgers, no whistle. It's 4-on-2. Shields, pull up, banks it home.
Good decision. Shumpert was there defensively. Nice choice by Shields, though, to come up with that little pull-up. Rutgers trying to chip away. They're holding Syracuse stuck at 30 points.
Syracuse, one of the best offenses in the Big East, averaged 76 a game. And Kent stepped in, nearly took it away from the freshman, Craig Ford.
You know, Mike, I think if Shumpert hits the outside of the floor, perimeter side, I think I'd slack off until he knocked one back. Just because, you know, not to pick on a guy who's injured, but if he's playing, you have to take advantage of every little thing you can.
Turnover, takeaway by Rutgers, and then a traveling violation.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
Joel Wiggin, who was able to steal the ball, then kind of waited for some help and gave it away. 2:11 remaining in the first half. There's Shumpert as they break the press.
1-2-2 looking for traps on the sideline.
Sean Williams had it picked off, but Rashad Kent fouled him.
It is one of those fouls where Kent gets out on the floor against a guard, and he's quick for a big guy, but you don't want to see your guy playing one-on-one defense out there against a guard 18 feet away.
Here's Williams, pull up 15-footer short. Kent got a rebound.
That's where they need him. They need him right in the blocks to do the dirty work.
Sherrod, now Shields, pull up jump, banks it, no good. Fourth got the rebound.
Tough decision from that angle to try to hit that glass from that angle. You're better off taking it straight to the rim. Another 2 feet out towards the free throw line is that perfect angle for that shot.
Minute and a half left in the first. It's been a ragged affair so far. Here's Preston Shumpert in traffic, and Shumpert will get himself to the free throw line.
And you can sense that Shumpert is really trying to feel his way into the basket.
Number 3, Mike Sherrod, his second.
And you can't imagine trying to shoot the basketball from long range.
Shumpert, a 46% field goal shooter and one of the best free throw shooters in the conference at 82%. Coming up at halftime, the ConAgra Foods standings. The Big East Wire will have stats and highlights here from the rack. So Shumpert able to capitalize on the free throw line, and the Orange by 6. Back into the game, Jason McCoy, the freshman from Houston, wears number 21 for Rutgers. Also Sean Axani, the sophomore from Red Bank, New Jersey, wears number 32. Here's Shields in some traffic, puts it up. Oh, that was sweet.
A lot of quickness with the basketball to split a defender or two.
11 for Ricky Shields. That's his season average. To Sean Williams. Back out to Shumpert. Gets it back. He's standing on the sideline, and he nails a three.
Amazing shooting by Williams, but it's interesting how Syracuse is blocking the ball into the middle of the floor. They had an open shot there with Forbes. He turned it away and kicked it back out for the long-range shot.
Sean Williams has 4 from behind the arc tonight. 16 points. Final 40 seconds. Here's Shields. The kick to Wiggin to shoot. No good. Rashad Kent came down with it.
He's great underneath the boards. That's why they got to keep him out of foul trouble in this first half. Have Kent on the floor as much as you possibly can for the second half.
And Gary Waters has instructed Shields to wait for one. Wiggin picks it up. McCoy handling. Cross court to Wiggin.
Got to go quick now.
Axani's going to shoot it. No good. And a foul called at the buzzer. It's the 16th foul on Rutgers.
It's going to be on Wiggin, I believe, also.
He was following his own shot.
And I think that's going to put them right at the bonus, too. Syracuse with only 14 fouls, but Rutgers at that point, with a second left, had 6 up there. That's their 7th.
Yes, it is, and James Theus will go to the line. Theus with just 2 points. They put 1 second back on the clock.
Yeah, I thought it was a good call, though. The fans here aren't going to agree with it. That's why you don't hand out whistles in buildings like this.
He missed the front half of the 1-and-1, so...
Well, wait a minute. There has to be time on the clock, though, isn't there?
Oh, 1 second's on the clock, and now Rutgers is leaving the floor. And that ends the first half.
1 second. Why was he shooting by himself?
I'll wait for your explanation later.
There is none. That's not correct.
We'll return. Well, maybe there was no time left.
Right.
All right, we've cleared that up. 35-28 at half from Rutgers. Mike Crispino, Jim Spinarkel at Rutgers, where Syracuse leads 35-28 at halftime. Rutgers trying to knock off their second straight top 25 team. They beat Connecticut here on Wednesday, 61-53. Scores today in the Big East. Georgetown by 7. West Virginia continues to have trouble. Boston College sliding with a loss at Providence. Elsewhere today, Pittsburgh over Villanova 71-59, and they're just underway at Miami, where Connecticut leads by 4.
Great battle. The first time those two teams met, Miami and Connecticut, and I'm sure by the end of that game it's going to be another final score that's fairly close.
2 top 25 teams meeting in Miami tonight. In the Conagra Foods Big East standings, Connecticut the only team in the conference at 6-1. Miami 2 games over 500. Everybody else about in the middle of the pack. Providence wins today, of course. That'll improve their record. Virginia Tech is ready to win a game, and they have St. John's tomorrow afternoon at home.
And once again, when you look at those numbers, you know, if Miami, Connecticut, either one of those two teams loses, look at how tight everybody else becomes again.
In the West, Syracuse leads the way, but Pittsburgh is right there. Pittsburgh is 18-4. Syracuse 17-5. Rutgers 13-7. But again, here you go. 4-4. Georgetown 4-4. Seton Hall 4-4.
Might as well move that line. I know why they have the yellow line there, but move it below Seton Hall and you compress everybody again in that division.
It's anybody's conference right now in the Big East. Join us next weekend as 2 more exciting Big East matchups come your way from ESPN+. Saturday, a war will be waged in the paint when Ryan Humphrey at Notre Dame square off against Mike Sweetney and the Georgetown Hoyas. Then on Sunday, revenge a motivating factor when Preston Shumpert and Syracuse play host to Brandon Knight of the Panthers, who put the squeeze on the Orange 2 weeks ago in Pittsburgh. It all starts Saturday at noon. Notre Dame at Georgetown. Then Sunday at noon. Be sure to catch Pittsburgh at Syracuse on ESPN+.
You're the owner of a black Acura.
We'll be back. More of our halftime activities as Rutgers Scarlet Knights trailing by 7 at half.
19908.
Pushes you, get the best out of you, and some. So I have no complaints about that.
It's that sort of brutal honesty between Calhoun and his players that has allowed him to achieve what he has in his career, and why this year's team is currently atop the Big East Conference with their sights set on postseason play.
I think we got a lot to prove to people, you know, the media, the fans, whoever. I think we just got a lot to prove to others and show them what we can do.
If we can mentally stay up there, though, this team could be very interesting when it's all said and done.
Currently with the best conference record in the Big East, Jim Calhoun and the UConn Huskies. And we'll be back with more halftime activities from the rack at Rutgers. It's Syracuse and the Scarlet Knights tonight.
In the nation and in the world, Rutgers is making a difference.
University researchers invent an artificial hand.
And detect links between diet and cancer.
The history of a uniquely American musical genre is preserved.
While critically acclaimed literary works offer insight into our culture.
From the discovery of ancient stone tools
to promising advances in the treatment of spinal cord injuries.
Rutgers is creating the future today.
Introducing the
And Logistics Solutions for their support of Rutgers University.
Back at the rack at halftime, Syracuse 35 and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights 28. Mike Crispino and Jim Spinarco. Rutgers has never led in the game, Jim. They looked a little bit nervous, I thought, starting this game. They turned the ball over way too much in the first half.
Well, coming off their big win, Mike, against UConn earlier in the week, I think maybe the emotions were a little high, but they really didn't do a good job. They had 12 turnovers again. In the first game, they really had problems turning it over 28 times against Syracuse, so they have to do a better job of watching out for what they do with the ball.
And they got to guard Deshaun Williams because he's 6 of 12, and he's been scoring from long range.
Well, the patience of Syracuse has been pretty good. They've been trying to drift into the middle of the the floor and kick it out at times, and he's just spotting up Really Williams and knocking it back and getting good looks. Here's the extra pass. Shumpert goes around the horn. Bang, they look down, a shot again, and Really Williams looking for long range. He's got an early rhythm going, so one of the things that Rutgers is going to have to focus on is really being aware of his presence on the floor.
They went 4 for 5 from behind the arc, leading Syracuse to 50% shooting from three-point range. Their field goal shooting percentage overall only 34%, but they still lead by 7. The turnovers a problem. As you can see, points off turnovers, though. Rutgers won that category. Second chance points, a little bit of a surprise. Syracuse 13-0.
That's where they've had a problem over the last 4 games, and they're really doing a great job doing that.
Syracuse and Rutgers. Second half coming up. Preston Shumpert just 2 of 8. We'll find out if he can get straightened out when we return.